It's 2016, and you've joined me here on the outskirts of what is believed to be one of Britain's most dangerous habitats. And as you can see behind me, if you look very closely, you can see the lioness is enjoying an evening snack. But this won't satisfy her. She is always on the prowl. Who will be her next victim? We just don't know. It's time for Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side.
Beasts of Big Brother were out in force tonight, weren't they? I ain't talking about the tarantula. Megan, Gemma and Daniela all unleashed their animals within. And it's eviction eve. Ooh. One of those magnificent... I'm so tired, I'm sitting down. Move up. No, I'm tired. One of those magnificent 7, their luck's about to run out. But you are in luck tonight because we've got all sorts of wonders for you, girls. I'll tell you, we have, including the return of Angie Bowie. She's had a good kip and she's popped in an Uber. But other cab companies are available, or just get a black cab, you'll be all right. Also coming up, we're heading back to James and Austin's palace, a.k.a. Shay Jostin. For a foamy poke around in the man tub. That's going to be nice. The jocks are at it again, and all I've got is one word. Nipples, babe. Nipples. Right, should we get on to meet the panel? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's get on to meet tonight's panel. My first guest has got no shame. In fact, you could say she's shameless. Thank you. She is no relation to Christopher Malone. It's Tina Malone! Extreme makeover, have a look, I don't recognise her. Look at her. Next up, we've got a woman who lets her fingers do the talking, but not like that, so stop it. She don't go anywhere without her electric piano. It's actually under the desk. Please welcome comedian Vicky Stone. And last but not least, the Barrow game is strong with him. It's the GC's best mate, Bobby Cole Norris! We love a double. All right, well, let's talk about tonight's Wet n Wild show. Jeremy and Stephanie's relationship woes continued. We're going to be covering a bit more in that later on. But first, we've got to talk about the GC. She had a particularly hard day, I think it's safe to say. She might never even recover from her latest ordeal. So let's take a look at that heartbreaking moment. Viewers of a particularly sensitive disposition may find this hard to watch.
My hair, this is very expensive hair, is fucking frazzled because you've only got straighteners in here, you haven't got heated rollers. So you better pay, you can pay for me to have a new set of extensions. The fucking hair is frazzled.
I mean, it's a real touchy subject and, you know, it needs to be handled with care. Bobby, I'm going to have to come to you and just ask you, is she for fucking real?
Right, honest answer, yeah. She is having a mare with her hair.
She is having a full-on now.
And do you know what that hair means more to her than, I don't know, Celine Dion? Do you know what I mean?
Not Celine.
Absolutely, but for her, she likes to have a big bouncy blow, and I think she's feeling a little bit down and out.
Please.
Yeah, a little low in the toe.
Smutty. Tina, how tough was that to watch for you?
I think she should be more worried about kind of getting a gastric band, maybe.
Oh!
New extensions. I think Gemma's really depressed because probably someone's locked the fridge.
Oh, God.
It is hard to watch because when you think about it on a serious hand, she was in another show we won't talk about, and she left after 3 days because there was no food. And she found it hard to believe people in this world are starving and eat rice. And now here we are, she's crying out for her extensions. And Big Brother's got to find the budget to replace them. Oh, please. I mean, you know, she talks about she's had a hard time and she's had a boyfriend for no disrespect to you, Bobby, you're her best mate. I think she's had one fella in about 15 years.
Oh, God, she is going in tonight.
And he abused her by hiding her cakes, probably. Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
God. Well, let's just casually move on from this awkward moment.
I think she's rude and ignorant and picks on people in there who are younger and more vulnerable.
Oh, OK, well, let's talk about her day, because it didn't start too well for her. I mean, who wants to do a spinning class first thing in the morning? I mean, I do get that. But, Vic, is BB taking the P out of the GC?
Well, I mean, first of all, the GC, I can't see the difference between the GC and Gemma. I mean, it's hardly Beyonce and Sasha Fierce, is it? Do you know what I mean?
You know, Red, no, that's exactly what it is. She's like, Beyonce's got Sasha, Mariah's got me, Gemma's got JC.
She's like a fridge freezer with a blow dry. I don't know. I mean, yes, I think... I mean, it's hard for her, because obviously she has a lifestyle that she maintains, you know. She does like straighteners and that kind of thing, and, you know, I just think...
No, she don't like straighteners.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
she don't like straighteners. She likes to eat rollers.
Yeah, that, you know, the ends of her extensions are, like, frazzled and, like, frying off.
I need to start throwing some serum over the garden wall, I think, after this.
Yes, hashtag serum for Gemma.
Yeah, £2 a month. Well, listen,
Gemma.
the task continued to cause quite a bit of distress for her, especially when Christopher and Tiffany took on the roles of wildlife presenters. He had to defend himself for saying that Gemma was the most shallow. Tina, do you think he should have had to have done that?
No, do you know what? Chris is a mate of mine, and I don't mean someone I passed at an award ceremony once and had a photo with. He is actually a mate of mine, as is Daniela. I'm disappointed in him, especially being a Scouser, that he took that from her, because I kind of feel that it's a little bit kind of in the schoolyard, taking him behind the doors and saying, now, don't you do... I was waiting for her to go give us your dinner money. And he backed down from her, and I'm not being funny. I've had a little bit of a history with Gemma, and she is rude, she is always late, and she hasn't got really that much of a CV. And I just do think she is full of her own self-importance. Let's be honest. Megan and Stephanie, you know, they're young girls, they have tantrums. Didn't we all do stupid things at 22? But Gemma's in her 30s. Do you know what I mean? Get a grip. I think she's rude, I think she's arrogant and full of her own self-importance.
I think you should learn to say what you really think sometimes. I really do.
In respect, I think, knowing Gemma in her head, and I think she thought if I take Chris into the toilet, it won't get shown. I think she forgets that there's cameras and microphones. I think she didn't think that would be part of the show. I don't think...
But she did take him in the toilet and show her fanny, didn't she? Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, I just want to put it out, if you missed that episode, it wasn't in a sexual way. I think she was just having a little bit of a spray.
Oh, no, he's traumatised, you know. Seriously.
Didn't he basically bronze her flaps? Isn't that what happened
She wanted to show what 2K buys you. And she spent 2 bags of sand on that Jack and Danny.
Let's take it to the audience. It's one of them nights. How the fuck did I get up for an award with this show? Let me tell you. Was Gemma too hard on Christopher?
She was far too hard. And yes, she was.
I'll come to you.
Basically, by him saying she was shallow, by her behaving that way, she proved she was shallow. Because if she wasn't shallow and full of herself, she wouldn't have been bothered by that comment in the first place.
Yeah.
And can I just say, I know that Grant is returning to EastEnders, but it's lovely to see the both of them in tonight. Brilliant news. Brilliant news. All the exclusives on this show.
Ross Kent, can we just say?
Who said no? You said no.
I'm not Gemma's biggest fan. However, Christopher set himself up to be a carpet, so now he needs to expect to be treated like a carpet. The whole time, Christopher's been adhering to Gemma's needs and all that, so why shouldn't he be treated like a carpet? He should have set himself up to fail.
Taking on somebody who is more vulnerable.
I'm not Gemma's biggest fan, but...
I know, but some people are, like myself, stronger than others, and some people don't have the bollocks, pardon my French, to kind of stick up for themselves. So do you put upon them? And that's what she's doing.
He set himself up to be treated... He stuck up for other people. He's stuck up for himself before. He's made himself as a carpet for Gemma. Gemma's going to walk over it.
So you're saying he's made his bed, he's got a lie in it?
Exactly.
Well, everyone's got an opinion, and that's what this show is about. But on that note, give him a round of applause. It was an interesting show. Well, listen, I've checked the weather forecast and I'm very pleased to report that Storm Angie has finally passed. The Storm Angie Day. It's all clear skies all the way. The warm and sunny Angie is going to be with us after the break, sleep permitting, obviously. But we have got an exclusive on the horizon, so don't go anywhere. I'll see you after this. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. It's that time.
Where have you been? I need to go out. You need to babysit for me.
Sorry, what's going on? Sorry, darling. Hang on. These can't be my babies, surely. Or can they? Let's just roll to an exclusive. Come on, darling.
Gemma, can I just ask you a question, if you don't mind? Because it'll play on my mind all day. When I was in that room,
yeah,
right, I'm not going to say who it was or who said it, but a couple of people have said it, that when I was in there, before I come out...
I called you a silly cunt and walked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Please stop slagging me off.
I'm not slagging you off, I'm saying it to your face, Jen. This is ridiculous.
Please stop slagging me off behind my back.
It's an actual joke and I don't care. I'm sick of...
running to Chris saying what I said to him the other day.
I would tell him anyway, because it was horrible. It wasn't a nice thing to say.
But...
you know, he got bullied. I don't like the way you're calling him into the toilet. The way
stop
you're getting...
using the bullying
you're
word.
putting seeds into everyone's head and trying to get them all, and I'm not buying
word.
it, Jen.
Shenanigans. Bob, got to come to you. What are you making of that?
Do you know what? I feel like Jamie's feeling a little bit like everyone's on her. But no, do you know, like that, I'm just telling you, as her friend, that's how she's feeling. I know they're probably not, but she's feeling, I think, a little bit vulnerable. She's lost Jonathan, she's grieving him. And...
we all are.
We all are. And do you know what? If him and Kim K had been on that bike session in the morning, she would have been there.
Oh, I bet she would have got right out of it.
Lally-tat, talking all about Chris and Courtney. But for that, I feel like, do you know what? People will say what they're going to say about Jen, but at least she has got the balls to say to someone's face, I don't like that.
She
I
wouldn't
don't
to
like
me.
this.
What?
Oh, she weren't to you.
Well, team, do you think Chris is getting a bit braver now by sitting there going, actually, do you know what? I'm going to call you out on this now.
Well, yeah, and you know, rightly so. I mean, you know, quite seriously, rightly so, he should do. Because I think she is so full of her own importance. And at the end of the day, I mean, she keeps calling, you know, Stephanie, Megan, and calling people. I mean, I'm not being funny. You all saw her lying on that chair. How it didn't break, I'll never know, because it would have done if I'd have lay on it even then. But lying on that chair, talking about her extensions, and the lazy fat cow didn't get out of bed to do the task.
Oh!
And you know what? I was a fat cow. So I can say it. And I'm not being funny. She's very rude to people, and she needs somebody like me to tell her as it is.
Well,
I wish you'd let me in there to tell her.
Oh, God forbid! It's already been a bit of a drama series. I don't know if I can deal with it. Well, listen, we've got to move on. We will be talking about this a bit later on, but she didn't get much kip in the Celebrity Big Brother house. She is in safe hands here, though. I think it's so lovely and peaceful in this studio. Not with Tina about. She might even sleep like a baby tonight. She's back. Give it up for Angie Bowie.
Can't get no sleep.
My darling, how are you? Much better. Are you all right? Yeah. I've got your coat. Come on, you can sit with me. Mind your step. There we go. Come and take a seat over there for me, my love. I'll pop your coat next to you. Angie, it's so lovely to see you. It really, really is. I was absolutely devastated when you walked out. But obviously, I know that you weren't feeling too well. So first of all, let's find out how you getting on. How are you feeling?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm sorry. I was sick. I went straight to bed.
We all knew you needed a bit of sleep.
I went to bed and I stayed there all day Tuesday and all day Wednesday, and then this morning I thought I felt better. So forgive me if I seem a bit... I had a big day.
Well, what have you been up to since you've been out?
Nothing. Taking antibiotics. They're gross. They make me sleep. I got all excited. I got on Facebook and I wrote some things and then I started to get tired. And I
I'll go back to bed.
Oh, that's it. I'm done.
She's done. She's done. Well, listen, you did have a tough week in that house, I think it's safe to say. And you demanded...
It was 2 weeks, you know.
Well, I know, but I mean, the last
No, but
week
I mean, yeah, the last one was very difficult,
for you.
yeah.
You've probably given me one of my favourite lines that I've heard in a long time. Passport, phone, car. Love that. Love that.
It helps being a writer.
what was it that done it for you? I know you said you weren't too well, but it was heavy in that house for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, you know, I'd have been good after 2 days. I wanted to do some character studies for my new book, The Adventures of Lily Bounty. And I'm all alone in Ackworth, except for my husband and my cats. So I thought, OK, this is a great opportunity. Why would they suddenly invite me again to do this show?
Yeah.
Maybe I should do it. Maybe this is what I need. So meeting everyone, it was, you know, that first evening was great. John and Darren weren't there. They were locked in a box.
In a box, yeah.
Daniela volunteered and went into the box, so now we're less 3, right? We're down to 13. And I thought, well, you can't, you know, leave the ship now. You haven't met everyone.
Yeah.
So they didn't come back the next day. I waited. I thought, any moment now.
I hope you're doing an audio book, because I'm so into this. I'm telling you, I'm like
So
that.
then, you know, the next day, they didn't come back. Then it got towards evening. I thought, now, before you start thinking they're not coming, and there they came. So I got to meet them, and that was fine. And I was kind of excited, because there were a lot of great personalities.
You included.
Oh, you're very good to me.
You have been a personality.
But I was excited. You know, I thought, OK, there's plenty of vanity and talent.
Everything that you wanted to study,
yeah,
pretty much.
You know, what you want to do when you're trying to build realistic characters.
Yeah.
If I said to you, you know, there was such and such a person and they behaved like such and such, you'd be like...
Don't believe you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Whatever.
Believe me, I think we would. We watch this show.
Now you would, right? We're all like on the same page here. So that was good. And it got along to the end of the week, and I thought, well, OK, you know, it was a bit much. There were some moments that were a bit strong, and...
I think it's safe to say that you might have got a little bit agitated at times in the house.
With
only a little bit, but you know what? Let's have a little reminder, Anne. Should we take a look at your butts bits?
Well,
Let's
I'm not going to. Enjoy. I won't be looking at it. Help me down the stairs.
Angie reminds me of my nan so much, so that's really comforting.
Can I have a hug?
No. All of you saying, oh, let's be quiet, fucking behave. Fuck that shit. I get up to mischief, bad mischief, drinking, fighting in bars. I got barred from 4 bars in New York. I'm addicted to heroin. Fuck it. Suck my big one.
Angie, what are you doing?
Shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit. I don't give a flying fuck. You don't do television to be nice. A little mincing fucking asshole.
And you totally lost the plot.
Stay away from me.
She's gone crazy.
Oh, shush.
I'm a little worried. I want to make sure there's no guns in the house.
On your fucking knees. Now! Fix that, mother.
Agitated! Agitated! I love that! She loved that one as well.
Very good. Well done, writers. Very good.
What was it like watching it back? I know you don't like watching yourself back, but we just thought we'd give you a little peep show. Just a little one.
Thank you so much. I feel so much better.
Is it that house? I mean, everyone knows that house is such a pressure cooker for emotions. It's major. Are you like that on the outside? Do you not suffer fools gladly?
No, I don't suffer fools gladly, but I never get agitated because I don't interact with people, which is probably a smart move.
Agitated.
Agitated.
Well, listen, I do need to bring it up, and I know it is a sad subject, but last week you did receive 8 nominations, and most of the housemates said that you should have been at home following the sad news that you received while you were in the house. Do you think that was fair of them to use that as a reason for
Absolutely,
nominating?
I was very grateful because when I didn't leave, I get confused with how long I was in there. Sorry, guys, it was only 2 weeks. So the middle Friday, I guess. And how could I be angry? It was so lovely to be saved.
You understood
I mean,
that it was from a
like
nice
the public was interested. And whenever the public's interested, then my heart softens. It's like a whole big different thing, you know. So I was very grateful. I thought, well, that's fabulous. But in the meantime, I still needed to go because...
You weren't feeling too great.
I wasn't really... I didn't know that I was ill until maybe the next day, and I just really didn't feel well. And I have to take blood pressure medication, and I can't get that angry all the time.
This is the thing.
And they were just driving me crazy.
One of the things
just
that
so
happened,
stupid.
and was obviously we have to talk about it, and you know everyone's got their opinion on this. But when you were told that news off camera, and you came back to the diary room, and then you spoke to Tiffany, I mean, possibly one of the biggest misunderstandings we've ever witnessed on the show.
It was unbelievable.
What was going through your mind?
Well, what was going through my mind is, what kind of a moron are you, Angie, that you would tell this woman anything and expect her to follow it? Because I didn't say David Bowie. It was my fault. I should have said David Bowie.
Hey, wait, no,
I didn't say David Guest either.
No, in
I
Tiffany's
said
defense,
David.
Yeah.
So I started to realize...
Putting the pieces together.
Well,
the
difference between how Americans speak and how we speak.
Yeah.
And I'm American, so, I mean, I'm not talking out of school. I just was educated here, so if someone were to say that to me, I'd say, oh, which David? What? Who?
Yeah.
Not immediately assume it was David Guest. You know what I mean? So then I felt really badly and guilty because I thought I had no idea she was so close to David Guest.
No, do you know what? I've got to say, Angie, when you told her, the first thing I thought was, oh my God, Tiffany's a massive Bowie fan because we didn't understand.
Yeah, well, I thought that, and then I'm like holding her and patting her on the back and I'm thinking,
it should have been the other way around.
Now, who did she think that was? And then she said, oh, you're joking. I went, do I look like I'm joking? She said, you mean David Guest is really dead? And I went, no, David Guest is not dead. My ex-partner, David Bowie, is dead.
Completely
well, then
out.
You know that I tell the truth.
But
I don't lie.
We just wanted to have you here tonight, Angie, because, you know, it was sad that you had to leave, obviously, on medical grounds. I know you weren't feeling too great, but we just wanted to say, especially from me to you, I like to do this with all housemates, I do think you were possibly, definitely up there with the legendary lot, don't you? No, definitely. And I want to ask you, just before I give you a little gift, who do you want to win? Who do you want to win?
You know, I would normally, and ladies, trust me on this, you know me well enough. Normally, I would always go for a girl because we're women and we have to stick together. Woo! But this time, I actually thought to myself, Darren or Scotty T.
Popular choice.
Scotty T was, he's sweet. They had little things that kind of made out like he was conceited. Yeah, a little conceited, but a great cook. Loves cooking for people. Has that desire to nourish.
Yeah, and look after.
And I find that sweet
and
refreshing in youngsters. He was always really sweet to me, very polite, very nice. And Darren's a doll, isn't he? He's just so lovely.
A lot of people do love Darren.
And I loved his, the way he talked about his family, and he was so proud of them. I don't know, what's not to love?
Well, listen,
sing.
and Annie can sing. We're proud of you. And we think you were a great housemate. So I want you to accept just a little token of my appreciation. It's a little toothy ta-ra from me to you. It's Violence Farewell, thanks! That's for you, my love. Angie, you're going to be joining us in a minute. But for now, Angie Bowie, everyone. She loves it. Still to come, we've got all the latest headlines from the house, and James and Austin are having a bubble with the next instalment of Man Tub. But tomorrow night sees the ultimate eviction showdown, and we're asking you to take on the role of Snow White and decide which of our 7 Big Brother dwarfs you want to save from the evil clutches of the outside world. So, will it be EastEndie, Essexy, tattooey, like Scotty T, back and forthy, hurt Darren in the hearty, or Tiffany. Who stays? You just This week, Daniela, Gemma, Jeremy, John, Megan, Stephanie and Tiffany all face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 6 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Daniela, add 03. For Gemma, add 06. For Jeremy, add 07. For John, add 08. For Megan, add 11. For Stephanie, add 14. For Tiffany, add 15. Calls to the long number will cost 50 pence plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50 pence. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. Votes cast after lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brothers. Bit on the side still to come. Justin, I've got some advice for our celebs, but time now for tomorrow's headlines in today's news.
Extra, extra. Read all about it.
I really tried to sell that one out, but I'm just too knackered. After an emotional night at 10:43 this morning, Stephanie and Jeremy sat down to clear the air. OK. Meanwhile, at 12:18 this afternoon, our other lovebirds ain't talking either, but it's not for the same reason. So that's what a woman looks like. At 2:29 this afternoon, Gemma had a rumble in her tummy, and believe me, it ain't what you think.
I'm 100% pregnant. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know I am. I know I'm.
Are you shitting?
Yeah, and I'm excited but nervous as well.
You got to get the test. Do you think you are?
I know. Listen, my belly. I know my belly when it's fat. I'm used to it. But this is a rock hard lump, and this is the pain. Oh my God! I'm having a baby.
Gosh! Can I tell you something?
I'm having a baby. I know I am. I'm scared. Oh, just
calm down. Calm down. Oh, Gemma. Oh my gosh.
No, I definitely am. I can feel it in there.
You have to get a test. And if it's hard down there, that's another sign, baby.
Oh my God! Look, Dan. It's there. It's there.
Oh,
there.
My gosh, that's where it starts.
Oh my God, you look wicked.
That's where it starts.
You do look wicked.
Gemma's pregnant! She's pregnant! We are so happy to confirm that news, but we can't confirm that news. And that was today's news. There you go. She might be. She might be. You just don't know. Well, listen, this series has seen more than its fair share of showdowns, makeups and breakups. So, do you know what? We decided to ask the advice of two guys who've been there, done it and not worn a T-shirt. With their tips on how to deal with fractured friendships, a couple who always kiss and make up, I give you Justin.
thought you'd been training these man boobs, eh?
Don't start with that. Where's your chest?
What are you on about?
Are you like an A cup?
It's rock hard, that, isn't it?
Let's see.
You got a big one.
Just under 10 inches, that.
How would you deal with makeups and breakups in the house? Cry.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Is that all right?
If there's someone in the house you're not going to get on with, you just need to avoid them, be nice, say hello, say good morning. There's plenty of people to talk to. You don't have to get in an argument with someone.
You do not snog.
Who are you? You're off Towie. What's your talent? Nothing. Nothing.
You do not snog
Nothing by your
another
clothing
boy.
range. And that's not done really well, has it?
Hunt it out, find it, seek it, destroy it.
I've said me piece now, and now you know.
You don't bother me in the slightest, you know that, don't you? You know that.
And let's keep calm. Let's keep calm. I think you're funny, babes. I think you're really funny.
Tiffany's crazy.
Yeah, but she's not as crazy as I thought she'd be.
No, that volcano is about to erupt.
Oh, is
Believe
it?
me, that is starting to bubble.
Tiffany, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to me.
Tiffany.
Just shut up. It don't matter.
Tiffany.
I really don't give a fuck.
Tiff.
Fuck this shit.
Tiffany.
Don't look at me.
I won't look at you then.
Good.
Please don't shout at me, but it's Tiffany. Tiff, I feel like you're unraveling your true colours. I think you're like toilet paper. You're see-through and you're full of shit.
Don't nobody know me in here.
Who's your front runner?
I think Darren Day, because he's calm, he's chilled, seems a bit more educated, thinking about things.
John. Yes. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
You hurt me like fuck, mate.
Yeah, that's all right. You've already told me that, so I know that. Yeah.
Have
you missed me?
I have missed you, yeah. It's nice to have you back.
Have you had garlic?
Yeah, last night.
Right.
Can you smell it?
Yeah.
You're so sweet and always full of the wise words. All right, let's get on to the main story in tonight's show. Steph and Jeremy, there's a bit of trouble in paradise. I've got to ask, is this really the end, Vic?
Oh, I mean, there has to be. Look at her. She was so needy in that blanket. You know, she sort of... She was like my rescue dog.
She's walking around...
She was.
Walking around like a lemon without an umbrella.
No, she was like, hug me.
Hashtag fantasy.
Bit desperate.
Completely desperate. I mean, thank God she's not on text. Can you imagine the text messages?
Oh.
It'd be just like, if it's one of those people that goes, please, I love you, stay with me, like going on for hours. Yeah, it's definitely the end.
Well, Jezza, he was quite visibly upset when he heard Steph talking about marrying her boyfriend, Sam.
Of course he's upset.
Well, yeah, I totally get that, but Bob, do you think, like John said, that she's just mugging him off?
Do you know what? A, she's mugging him off, but I've got a deep... Like, I'm going to dig here because she's gone in... Do you know what? And let's have it right, babe. She's from Hollyoaks. She ain't from Hollywood. Well, she was Hollyoaks until allegedly got tin-tacked. And then you want to go on a reality show and slag off reality people. All right, darling, you are basically in a glamorised Tesco's car park, sitting there, going in on us. Darling, good luck. Whenever you leave that house, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's next week, whether she's got a boyfriend, I don't know. She certainly ain't got a job.
Oh!
Good luck, Steph.
I thought Tina was the live wire. Well, Jeremy, in all fairness, he has known all along about Sam. Do you think, Tina, he has got a right to feel upset?
I think Jeremy's behaving the way men generally do, whether you're kind of as beautiful as someone like Cheryl Cole or whoever, or whether you're from Hollyoaks or whatever. I think the thing is... he's one of the... he's a typical man. Men want what isn't a sure thing. So the minute she's backed off, he's kind of being a bit... Without being rude, I think Jeremy's one of those in there that would, man, woman or beast, whoever, to get on a bit. So he'd sleep with a giraffe or a man or a woman to get on.
Well, there is a giraffe at the top of them stairs.
So I think
Serve for the giraffe's welfare now.
I think Stephanie, you know, you've got to remember, I've been in there. It is like you said, Rylan. It's heightened.
Yeah.
You've no phone, no books, no music, nothing. No
It's like
distractions.
a micro-community.
So everything somebody does is heightened. Gotta say, I mean, as beautiful as Megan is, didn't want to see her back teeth before. and I think somebody needs to tell Gemma, without boring you to death, that you need to have sex to be pregnant.
Oh,
Hey,
she's gone in
morally,
again.
she sat on a reality show. Should she be going in on Reality Stars?
No,
considering
but
she's been sacked from whatever she does.
Yes, but take it in the context of what it was. She was attacking somebody.
Absolutely. And I just want to say one thing is, sorry to interrupt, team, but I'm going to say one thing here. If you've got beef with Gemma, and she's clearly got more beef than the Toby Carvery, have that.
Other Carverys are available.
Absolutely. There's plenty of other ones.
Yeah.
But if you've got beef with Gem, don't come for me, all my colleagues.
Don't go for the generic.
Show. Don't take us down as a genre.
Exactly when you're in it.
Yeah.
Exactly when you're in it. Now.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah.
Lovely, beautiful. Very quickly, Angie.
That's true.
Angie.
Do you know what I mean, Ange? Ange, no, right.
Ange knows. I love a bit of reality. Hello, made a life from it. Ange, very quickly, I want to ask you, because thank you very much.
And he was robbed last year.
Oh, we're going on the tangent. And you were in there with them. You saw the behaviour between Stephanie and Jeremy. You lived with it. I know, obviously, we don't know what's going on with Stephanie's boyfriend on the outside, but in your point of view, from the inside, do you think she has still got a boyfriend on the outside?
I've got a funny feeling that I might have inside information that I should not use. This is what my husband does.
Hang on, I can hear the lawyer phone ringing. Hang on, go on.
Hashtag exclusive.
No, I think
he's chipped her.
One night I was very tired and really so over the lights being on. I had the pillow over my head. And the children always assumed that the pillow over the head meant Angie was asleep.
Go on, I'm running very much out of time.
Not exactly.
And he slipped her a fish?
No. No, he was... I'm sorry to say this to you. He was far more grown up and smart than she was.
Right.
She was... You gotta come and play with us. You gotta come and play with us. And he went, I'm sick of playing with everyone.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Right.
And she started about how they were best mates. And he went, yeah, best mates, right.
Come on, girl, get to the dirt. Come on.
It just went on and on and on, and I thought to myself, 10, 9, 8,
Yeah, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We got to 3, and he went, oh, okay, then I'll get up. And he got up and got dressed and went out with her, and I thought, what are you going to do?
Great chat, people.
Oh, Ghostbusters! It was really, I kept hoping, you know, that he'd stand fast.
It's enough to make anyone's piss boil, Ange, isn't it? I don't know how you've done 2 weeks with it. I don't. I'd go in there now and pack her case for her tomorrow night. Can I do that, Roy?
You could do what you want. I'm just going to read the link because I'm so over. Coming up, find out if Jeff are back together again. Plus, one of our panel are absolutely gagging to tell us who they think should go tomorrow. I'll see you straight after this break. That was quick. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. Coming up, we're going to be discussing who should go tomorrow night. But first, here is that Jeff exclusive that I promised you from earlier.
I've looked like I know.
Oh no, it's me who's got to do that, but I can't do anything further now until I get out.
I don't want to do it.
You don't?
No. What's to say you just won't do it? I just don't trust you, I don't think.
To me, you're on a pedestal, like I've got you up here. I think you're the most amazing guy I've ever met. You make me laugh, you make me feel great about myself. I've never quite, felt had anyone make me feel like that. I wouldn't put myself in this situation, and the last thing I'd do is ever hurt you. I'd hurt myself first, and I'm upset that you feel mugged off, because I'd never mug you off.
Yeah, give me a hug.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Wow. Well, the saga continues. Make sure to watch tomorrow night's main show. But now, by this time tomorrow, we're going to be saying bon voyage to one of our celebs. Either Daniela, Gemma, Megan, Jeremy, John, Stephanie or Tiffany will face their biggest critics yet, as you, the viewers, are voting to decide who stays and who gets a one-way ticket to Evictville. And following Angie's colourful story, we've got 25 seconds on the clock to talk about each housemate. When the time's up, we'll hear this sound.
Shut the fuck up.
Lovely. And we will move on. So, let's start with Tiffany. Start the clock. Tina, Tiffany.
Tiffany, I don't think we'd really miss her because we don't really know her. Although she has been great TV. She can't take criticism, but she can give it.
You can give it, Bobby.
Tiffany, I don't know if I'm Martha or Martha with her. I love her one night, I hate her the next, but keep her in. There's more people that need to go first.
Vicky?
The British public love tits, so she's going to be fine.
Angie?
She's stacked. She's bootylicious.
Yeah, she is stacked and bootylicious, and that was an easy 25 seconds. Next up, let's talk about the GC. Start the clock. Tina, Gemma.
I'd like her to go tomorrow night, but I don't think she will.
Bobby?
That girl is staying till finale. Do you know what? Even if it's for a new set of extensions, keep the GC in.
Vicky?
I think she should go. She's inventing scenes. That pregnancy thing is not real. You know, she knows what she's doing. She's a reality star. She knows how to make the edit.
Angie? Gemma?
I think if she's pregnant, like Christina, she should go home and rest.
Shut the fuck up. There we go. Right? Let's move on to Jeremy. Start the clock. Angie, Jeremy.
Oh, I think he's kind of cute. I like the illustrated man. Keep him on.
Keep him on, Vicky.
I mean, I wouldn't personally, but I think he's fine. I think he's now that if he can shed Stephanie, I think he'll be fine.
Bobby?
Oh, look at that body art all night long and them Tiffany box eyes. Amen.
Amen. Tina?
Thank you.
My hubby Paul's got a far better body.
Oh! Jeremy!
Let me meet him, teen. Let me meet him.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, God. Up next is Jeremy's maybe ball and chain. Stephanie, start the clock. Tina, Stephanie.
You know what? I think she may go, but I think she needs to get a grip now. And I think she's a wonderful actress.
Oh, Bobby, Stephanie.
I don't think nothing wonderful, but as Andrew would say, get the girl an Uber.
Oh,
Other cabs are available.
Vicky.
I think Stephanie is making mistakes on telly that we all make in our real lives, and it's really sad. And I think she should cut losses and go.
All right, I had to tell you. Let's move on to Megan. Start the clock. Angie, what are you making of Megan?
I have nothing to say. I'm so sorry. You got me.
Vicky! Megan!
My God, she's got a great arse, but that was deliberate as well. That's definitely deliberate. That is a calculated arse placement.
Very nicely put.
Again, quite a clever girl. Keep her in there, but maybe put a onesie on, mate.
Oh, Tina.
I love her kind of premenstrual
kind
of kid.
Up next, let's talk about John. Start the clock. Tina, we'll start with you.
Do you know what? I really like John. I think he's very intelligent. I think he's also very clever.
Bobby.
Something about John I'm liking. He's obviously upsetting GC, but I don't know. Keep him in.
Keep him in, Vic.
Yeah, I think John isn't the worst person anymore. I think for a while he was, but he is clever. I think people mistake that for kind of manipulation and kind of playing the game. He's a nice guy, I think.
Angie, John.
I like John. He reminds me of Adam
Shut
Face.
fuck up. Fine, no, let's move on to Daniela. Start the clock. Angie, we'll start with you. Daniela.
Nah, Daniela's good. She's a hard-working actor.
Yeah?
She deserves to stay.
You want her to stay, Vicky?
I think Daniela is the people's princess. She's the big brother equivalent of Diana.
Good girl, isn't she?
You know, I mean, when she said she was going to piss on Stephanie's bed, I mean, you don't expect that, do you? You don't expect that.
Bobby, Daniela.
Keep Daniela in. I'm loving her. She's shown a different side. Yeah, keep the girl in.
Yeah. Tina?
I like Daniela. I think she's good to win.
My big one.
Stuck it, girl!
From our panel and audience, but earlier today we launched a poll online asking who would you miss the most if they were evicted tomorrow night. I can reveal the results now. In third place is John with 18%. Second's Tiffany with 19%. But in first place, the person you'd miss is the GC with 20%. So that's what they think. Very quickly down the panel, Angie, who do you think's going to go tomorrow night?
I have no answer to that. I don't want to take the time.
Vicky?
Oh, I think Stephanie's going to go. I don't think she can come back from it.
Bobby?
I think Stephanie should go. I don't know if she will, but pack your bags, darling.
Tina?
I hope Gemma goes, but I think it'll be Stephanie.
Who do we think's going to go?
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
John.
Stephanie. Steph.
Wish it was Gemma, but Stephanie.
I'm out of time. There we go. Give me a round of applause. Have we done that? I'll never know. But sadly, that's all we've got time for tonight. And massive thank you to my panel and our fantastic audience. Thank you. Turn over to 5 Star now for a bit of live from the house. I'll be back here tomorrow night at 11:05 for eviction number 4. Jake Quickington, Ben McCann and Anne Hegarty, the governess. Night-night.